701. I apologize. We had a couple of technical difficulties right there behind the scenes, but I am so glad you are here with us tonight. My name is Cliff Gallagher. I am your VP of Operations here at Le-Vel. And if you're wondering, why am I here? What am I doing on this call? What is Le-Vel? What is Thrive? What is Le-Vel RX? What is Xterra? Like, you're in the right spot. You were probably directed here. Pay attention and listen to hear us talk about our amazing company, but more so the amazing opportunities that you can create for yourself by joining us. And that's what we're going to go through tonight. I am joined by an amazing and wonderful promoter, and that's what we call ourselves here. Her name is Tiffany Wagner, and she has been here actually longer than I have. She is a 200K. She is a millionaire. Now, this is an award that it took a little bit of time for her to get there, but she's been here since 2014, and she knows the ins and she knows the outs, and she's going to tell you her story and all the great things that you can do here at Le-Vel. But let me welcome you again and say thank you for taking a couple minutes out of your evening. We're not going to take too long. These are meant to be quick calls. These are meant to give you just a snippet of everything that you could earn, do, and achieve as one of our promoters by simply just clicking on the buttons that your promoter who referred you to here and show you what to do. But let me get to some bigger picture stuff, because you're probably wondering, well, what is Le-Vel? Well, Le-Vel is the best, and I say that with conviction in my heart, the best health and wellness direct selling company in existence. We were started back in 2012 by our fearless leader, Mr. Jason Camper, and he's a serial entrepreneur. He has been in the industry for a long time and seen all the good that direct selling can do and all the bad as well too. And he decided, you know what, I'm tired of doing this for other people. I want to build a company that can give the best health and wellness, nutraceuticals, skin technology systems, and I can't wait to share this next thing with you here in a second, but the best opportunities for people to take advantage of and get their health and wellness back on track. And so he started Le-Vel, and it immediately shot to the top of the chart. And we were, according to Direct Selling News, the fastest direct selling company to $1 billion. That's with a B as in Bravo, in the history of the direct selling world. And we quickly surpassed that, went to $2 billion, eclipsed $3 billion, and we are not slowing down. Now, that sounds great, but what the great thing is the opportunities come with it for all of our promoters. And that's where I love this number, because out of the over $3 billion that we've sold, we haven't given back. Our promoters have earned over $1.6 billion in commissions and opportunities and trips back into their bank account. And that's amazing, right? Over 50% of what is sold is earned by our promoters in this area. And it can be done in so many ways. But the thing that I love the most about to do it costs you nothing to do. And that might sound like, look, this sounds like smoke and mirrors, right? You're trying to pitch me and then you'll come back and get me later. No, we don't. And Tiffany can confirm this. There are no fees. No annual fees or distributor fees or website fees or technology fees or this fee or that fee. There is no fee. It is free to join. It is free to leave. You come, you go. But trust me, when you come, you're going to stay. And that's what makes this so enticing. You can start up a business with zero capital investment. And I would love for you to find anything out there that would allow you to do that. And to do it from the flexibility of your own home, on your phone, and not having to buy computers or having to lick envelopes or any of that other weird stuff that's out there that I think people get taken advantage of. And you know what you're doing with this? You're getting your friends, you're getting your family, you're building a team, and everybody's getting healthy and well, getting back on that track, right? What we always say we want to do in January, but we end up losing our goals in February. Not here. We drive through the entire year. So if that sounds interesting, then I want you to stay on. And I want you to listen to Tiffany. She's going to tell you about her story. She's going to tell you all the great ways to do that. And then I'm going to come back on, because not only do we have to do it through the best health and wellness products, right, nutraceutical supplements, but we just launched yesterday. And so if you're thinking I need to get in at the beginning of something, well, yesterday was the first day of it, so you can't get almost any closer. We just launched Le-Vel RX, the best peptide and health, medical weight loss driven company that's going to be out there. And we're already seeing the glowing reviews starting to come from it. So I'm going to go quiet for a minute. Tiffany, I know you're on the line. I'm going to turn the call over to you for a bit. Now, tell everybody about yourself and what brought you to Le-Vel and all the amazing stuff that we have to offer.
Oh my gosh, how much time do we tonight. Just kidding. I'll keep it short. I am Tiffany Wagner, and when I started thriving, I was tired. Exhausted is probably a better word. I was crabby. I had 3 small kids at the time. And my life was wild. It was crazy. I was the person taking naps in my car on my lunch break instead of eating lunch. Quality time with my kids. Hey, snuggle up on the couch, watch a movie, because it was totally appropriate for me to fall asleep during that time, right? My husband and I would put the kids to bed. I would be asleep by 8:30. I literally could not get enough sleep, you guys. It didn't matter how much I slept. I woke up tired. Mornings were awful. I used the snooze button way too many times. So it was just, a madhouse at my house, trying to get everybody ready for school and daycare and all the other things. Most mornings ended in tears when you're one of the kids. So when I heard that Thrive could help with patience and energy, that's what my friend told me when I first started, I knew I had to give it a shot. I knew something had to change. I knew that this mom needed, for sure, the patience and energy. I didn't even know about the other things with it. So, but when I got started on day 1, I did not fall asleep on the couch. In fact, I even tossed half of a can down the drain that night, realized I didn't really need my soda that day. By day 3, I had slept through the night for the first time in 12 years since I had first become a mom. I laugh now and tell people I sleep with Dad. And it's so true. I sleep so good, even 12 years later. By day 14, my digestion had done a complete 180. And if you're a mom on the line, I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. That was life-changing for me, and I knew at that point that I was going to be a thriver for life. When I started, my friends told me about Thriving for free with 2 referrals, and honestly, my ears perked up with that. Financially, I knew I would need to refer a few people going, but I also knew that I knew a ton of moms who were feeling the same way that I was. And if this was giving me this much energy and this much patience and the deep sleep that I needed at night, I knew finding a couple of referrals was not going to be a big deal. My husband's actually the one who looked into the business side. He told me there was no inventory requirements, there was no sales quotas, just like Cliff said. Like literally it was to be a promoter, which was a little bit mind-blowing. But, I kind of, like Cliff said, I was one of those that they're probably going to get me down the line somewhere, right? But here I am 12 years later, and there's never been anything like that. I also knew at the time how these businesses worked. Spoiler alert, I was not a fan of direct sales back then, which is so funny to say now 12 years later. But I knew that somebody was going to get a kickback if I was going to be referring people, and I thought, why in the world wouldn't it be me if it doesn't cost anything? So that's literally why I clicked the promoter button. And here's what happened, you guys. My story kept evolving. New stories kept pouring in from friends and family, people we had brought on that had introduced it to their friends and family, and before you knew it, our team was growing. That was never really an intention of mine. I just knew that I wanted to get back for those referrals, right? And so as our team was growing, one of the things we love is the fact that we get paid weekly commissions. Our week runs from Monday to Sunday, and then 2 days later, on Tuesdays, we are actually paid for the sales that were brought in the week before. I had come from corporate America where you got paid every 2 weeks, and honestly, every paycheck was stretched, super thin. And I loved kind of having, the weekly commission. And now with Le-Vel RX that Cliff just mentioned, we actually have an opportunity to get paid twice a week, which is even better. So still, it's still that way today. And like I said, even better with the opportunity to get the commissions twice a week. So for those of you listening, whether you like the team building aspect of direct sales, some people love bringing people in and mentoring them and, pulling out the best qualities of them. Some people prefer to focus on customers. It doesn't matter which route you go, you can go both routes. Our compensation plan has something amazing for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're really into team building or customer acquisition or both. Our compensation plan has amazing features, and now with the addition of Le-Vel RX, even better. So my life looks a little bit different now than it did 12 years ago. I tell people a lot of life has happened. My 3 young kids are now, we have a teenager, we have 2 young adults, and I am loving the grandma life right now, which has been the most exciting that's happened in my world in the last year. I will be forever grateful for these products helping me look and feel much younger than I am, and giving me the vitality to be the kind of grandma that I want to be, on the floor playing with her, being able to hold her for stretches, all those things. Forever grateful for that. So my advice, whether you're on here thinking about joining, whether you're a brand new promoter with us, welcome, congratulations, or whether you're a veteran promoter like me, my advice is to keep your open sign on. I see this so much in this industry. People kind of, they come in and they're super excited and they're posting and they're telling all their friends about everything. And then they kind of sit back and go quiet for a while. And the thing is, people can't join you if they don't know that you're still thriving, right? If they don't know that you're still promoting our amazing products, they're not going to join you. So whether it's on social media, showing your DFT daily, striking up conversations with people at the grocery store, the gas station, whatever it is, make sure that people know that you're thriving. Smile often, stay positive. Listen, guys, people are drawn to that kind of stuff. There's so much negativity in the world. I can't tell you the amount of times I walk through the grocery store and, I have my eyes on other people and, smile at people. And the amount of people that don't even, make eye contact, right? I would much rather be the person that smiles than the one that does not smile back. So keep that in mind, because honestly, people are drawn to that kind of positivity and happiness. Your friends are going to hear about Thrive. I heard this way back when I started. Your friends are going to hear about Thrive. They might as well hear about it from you. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Cliff, but I just want to say, let's go more lives. And thank you for hopping on, everyone.
Hey, Tiffany, amazing story. And I thank you so much for sharing that with us. And so, listen, if this sounds like something you want to join and want to do, then I ask you, just get back with the promoter that sent you here. It's very easy to get started, but they're going to walk you through the process. They're going to show you how to get started and get going very easily. They're going to show you how you can set up your account, how you can get on the refer to model, which is getting your products for free, your Go VIP, which is where you can earn some amazing bonuses in your first 14 days, and then it sets you up on a path for success. And so whether you want to do it through the health and wellness products that we've got, whether you want to do it through our amazing exosomal skin technology solutions, we've got that for you as well too. And, again, as Mia said, we just launched Le-Vel RX, where you can get your compounded semaglutides, tirzepatides, you can get them in macro and micro dosing, and you can actually get a host of other different peptides that are potentially, in my opinion, game changers. The ones I'm loving, the NAD for the energy, you get the Sermorelin to get some growth hormone going for those of us over the 45 type thing. But we've got something for everybody. And again, it's exciting, it's fun. You can make a side gig become your full-time gig, or you can just make some extra cash just to help out with the groceries and the gas that are going on in our lovely world these days. So with that, I'm going to close this out, and I'm just going to say thank you for joining us. I'm going to say this is that call that you will reference 10 years from now and say, if I hadn't listened in on that call, and I would not have made the choice. So I thank you for this wonderful evening, and just get back with the promoter that sent you here. All right, everybody have a wonderful night, and we'll talk with you soon.